We're going to go over the four depreciation methods, or four of the depreciation methods. The first one we're going to talk about is straight line. So the data we'll use for this is located right here. So with a straight line method, we'll use this formula. So we'll take our cost of $50,000 minus our residual value or salvage value of $5,000 divided by the number of years of depreciable life of 5 years, which means that every single year we'll record the exact same amount of depreciation for $9,000. So we'll debit depreciation expense and credit accumulated depreciation. Under the sum of the year's digits, we have to add up the years, the numbers of the years of our depreciable life. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those add up to 15. Then, if we know that we have $45,000 to depreciate, our annual depreciation looks like this. In year 1, we take the $45,000 times the full 5 years that are left divided by the total number of years, so 5 over 15, which is 15,000. In the second year, because there's 4 years left, we take 4 over 15 times the 45,000 to give us 12, and so on and so forth, and until our last year we only have 1 year left. We take it times 1/15. When you add all these up at the end, you should add up to the $45,000. Then you'll know that you did it correctly. And the declining balance method. We use this formula where we take 100% of the original book value divided by the number of years of asset life, and then we multiply that number, or that percentage, by 2 to determine the annual depreciation rate. So in our case, if we have a 5-year life, we come up with 20% times 2, or 40% per year. So what that would look like is we take $50,000, our original cost, times 40% to give us $20,000. Our accumulated depreciation is 20, and our book value is the original cost of the asset minus the accumulated depreciation, or $30,000. What we do with that then is we take that $30,000 and that becomes what we depreciate in the second year. We take the $30,000 times 40% to give us $12,000. Our accumulated depreciation goes up by $12,000 and our book value goes down by $12,000 more. In year 3, our book value now starts at 18, and we do the same process. In year 4, again, it starts with the ending book value at the end of the other year, $10,800. At some point, and I have this listed over here, usually in the last year, we must change from the normal calculated amount to a depreciation amount that takes us down to our salvage value. Okay, so in this particular case, if we continue to do this, we'd end up with some different number. But because this is our last year, we need to have a depreciation amount that will take us to an accumulated depreciation of 45 and a book value of our ending salvage value of the $5,000. Like I said, normally this happens in the last year, and often this is a plug figure to get us to our salvage value. In the last method, what we do is we take our original cost minus our residual value. So again, 50,000 minus 5, or 45,000, divided by, in this case, we're going to figure it out for the number of hours of usage we're going to get out of this machine. And we have to estimate that. So if we estimate we're going to use this machine for 10,000 hours, we take the 45,000 divided by 10,000 hours to come up with $4.50 per hour. Now if we used our machine for 500 hours this period, we take the 500 times the $4.50 per hour to figure out that we have $2,250 worth of depreciation expense this period.